Apocalypse Gaming.
Well, this is what I've decided to build as at least the first part of my build, because it doesn't look a ridiculously hard build to do. Where I might have an issue though is I'm not sure I've got enough pieces. I'll show you what I'm talking about. These are the initial parts, and they'll build into this for my first part of the build. These bits here, I am sure I have tons of these cast up. Can I find them? No, I can't. So I'll be looking to see where I can find where I've stored these, but I don't know where they are, because I've only found 4. And I can see already that there's going to be more than that, based upon the shape of the design. So I'll build it up, I'll see where I go, but I might be changing it on the fly, or I might be casting some plaster. Not sure yet, but that's what I'm aiming to build, and my thought process is I can use it in some sort of graveyard scene as a mausoleum, a place for zombies to spawn during the Empire of the Dead. Those sort of ideas. But that's the part that I want to build initially, because it looked relatively simple until I started rummaging through and went, where are those bits? So whilst these 2 sections are drying, I won't add them yet and let the glue set up and get nice and tacky on here before adding that. Next stage of the build is I have to create 4 of these, and I use these parts. Let's see if we can get these on camera. Not easily. Let's see if we turn it that way. That's a bit better with the shadow. So bottom, top, but it'll be inverted, and middle, giving them. So I've had a good look for more of these pieces, can't find them. I must have used them on some other project somewhere, or the wife's used them on some other project somewhere, but neither of us can remember using them, although we both recognise the piece heavily, so it's been used somewhere, just can't remember what. So adapter die, and what I've chosen to do is use one of these, so it gives me the same shape at the side, and I'm going to back it up using the smaller squares, one from the small brick mould and one from a normal Gothic mould, and that will give me the same shape there. I will lose out on the reverse angle, but that's going to be hidden in the build looking at Bruce Hurst's plans anyway, and the internals, so it's not a big loss, which means I can still get the shape up here that one of them is going to give, if you can see, but reversed. So it's not a big loss, it's just a slight bit of detailing will disappear, but it'll allow me to continue with the build rather than breaking out my moulds and starting casting plaster, which, to be honest, I'm not in the mood for. It's too messy with the wee man the way he is, so this allows me to still put her along whilst keeping an eye on him, so I'm away to put her. So because of my substitution, that means I can now take these pieces, which will be on the bottom of my mausoleum, and join them on here for the corners, which will again make the piece nice and decorative. So I'll go and glue the 4 of them on, back shortly. So something I believe in when building my Hurst pieces is a liberal application of glue. What that does mean though is you get seams of glue squeezing out. It's always a good idea then, if you're going to be like me, to keep a damp brush so that you can then just brush that away. The reason I like my liberal application is that it just gives us that too. It keeps a nice strong bond to the pieces, meaning if you bang it, knock it, it should stay together. So I'll just brush that away, but I thought I would show you that part of the process too, or my process. So from here it's on to adding some decorative pieces, and these will all be glued and joined roughly as such. So I've got 2 of these to do as well, and I'll crack on and get them glued. Alright then, from here I need to take my 4 sub-assemblies, 1, 2, 3 and 4. I glue them together and I get this. and I should end up with 2 of these. So I'll get these made, and I think I'll upload at that point and we'll take it on a wee bit later.